Good morning, Torontonians. Mr. Choi, running for the mayor of Toronto. Let me introduce myself. I'm just a man. I care for people. I want to see self-care. My CPR expired this year. Within the 3 years of my CPR, I saved 5 lives. It's something I'm proud of. It's something I'm glad to learn. In Windsor, a guy fell with epilepsy, seizure, on the floor in front of the Tim Horton. Everyone around the Tim Horton and the gas station ran away for the guy to die. They all thought the guy was dead. I have to run across the street to save someone. Torontonians, Ontario. There's everyone from Canada keeps saying Ontario is unterrible. I don't like the way that the rest of the country addressed this province. I leave my daughter in Alberta to come here to save life, to teach. I have family here as well, so I love the city. Since school, growing up in Woolner, it's a hood, it's a ghetto. Torontonian. This is Lansdowne and Bloor, a street that most people did not want to come to. When I was a child growing up here, there was no opportunity. We would never thought it would come like this. But here we are. When I was in school, my teacher tells me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I told him I want to be the prime minister. He laughed. What kind of teacher discouraged a kid from his dream and his passion? Toronto, don't stop your dream. Follow your heart. Self-care, learn CPR, learn how to save a life. When you die, there's only two sides of a book, left and right. There's only one judge. I understand that wherever I learned in my life, I went back. I've done some in my childhood, and I see a lot of things that kids are doing in theirs. Where's the opportunity for self-care? Where's home for someone that worked 40 years in a country that keep paying taxes and have nothing to claim for themselves? These are the things that I see that create the one. Maybe we should have a day that we go around and call it Hug Day. We need more vacation. Work so much, you're stressed. There's too much traffic and congestion. If it's going to be negative, it's only going to be negative. We think positive is better than negative. I've been through a lot. I know how it feels. I'm almost on the street in coffee time. If you guys want to reach out, come to Lawrence, Bloor, and Lansdowne. There's a lot of people in need. There's a shelter across the streets. There's a shelter up the street with dads. And the street is full of kids without parents. Hi again, Torontonians. Mr. Choy, running for the mayor of Toronto. Sorry guys, I'm like running out of juice. Getting frustrated. Can't get frustrated when you're doing good work. Something that takes a lot out of you. But it's what we do as a public servant. You love people, it's a country. I got 5 kids here. Okay? My daughter told me I'm a role model, so I'm here to prove that to her. I'm here to prove this to my countrymen. Guys, you have to do something with your heart. You don't want me to see you doing something foul, not respected. I don't take crap from no one, and I don't like injustice. I like equal rights. It's something I'm willing to see before I die. Something I'm going to fight for. It's 2020. I'm not living in 1920. We need homes. We have a lot of lumber in this land. Why are we selling our lumbers to foreign investors when there's people homeless? I only have a voice. Who am I? We're the government. People. I'm not a politician. I don't like tricks. I don't like lies. And I don't like someone talking crap about someone else. These are the things I do not stand for. What I stand for is self-care and love and unity, equality. This is something as a man living on this earth. This is something that's in our heart. This is something that we're supposed to live with and die for. Get your back off the wall. Get off your arse. Start helping. You guys keep saying no one make a difference, no one makes changes. Same time you sit down and not do anything about anything. Do you want to believe in man? Believe in God. He's the one who gives life and he's the one who take it away. You're not the judge. You're to help your neighbor. Your job is to show self-care. Your job is to love. Your job is to teach. Mr. Troy again. This is bad. Losing connection. As you can see, coffee time is where I live. The street. I just had a meeting with a transition housing. These are Albion works. These guys go around, take people off the street, and say they're going to find them a place. They put you in a corner and forget your needs. You have a worker, transition problem. These guys are good. But when you go on disability, it's not so good. You're pushed in a corner and no one care about you. The money that you get, yeah, if you balance it the right way, you might be able. But even if you do your taxes, you're still below the poverty line. I believe the low income for the tax is 24,000. Man, we're living off 10 grand. You wonder why we're so stressed out? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. They keep asking me, how could you be homeless when you look so good? Mr. Choi, do they understand what's going on here? I'm taking this on the street. I'm going to ask some questions to find out what's happening for real. Come join me. This is what I see day to day, every day. It's pretty good. All right, thank you, Torontonians. Guess they're not ready for a change. They're not ready for new faces, new ideas, new thoughts. To live together, equality. Everybody, I'm live, running for the mayor. You want to do an interview? No. I'm live. This is his car, going to work. You see what we have to do? We got to make meat men. This is how we help. Every little thing counts. And it matters. It's our cut of what we do. Every little bit counts. Need any more help? That's what I'm here for. 170? If there's a way, there's a will. Believe this? They got me dressing up in suit and tie for Mr. Choy. Really? They walk around and judge us. I seen Goldilocks did an interview. The refugee basically came from the state that was studying his business master degree. He doesn't like the way the U.S. is running and treating black people, much less the poor people. This country is starting to adapt to something that is so negative. This is something I don't stand for. You may call us I want in this world. This is how my mind works. But this is a native land, and you're not going to destroy our land. I got 5 kids here, and they're native, because this is their native land. This is where they were born, so do not destroy my kids' future. This is something I'm standing up for because I'm a role model and I don't take crap from no one. I only fear God. And I'm telling you, I'm fear itself. So watch out for me. Because if you break the law of God, remember, you will be punished. Man, how do I'm just a man whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't make us be misunderstood. Just because we want unity and we want equality. People pushing around strollers, walking stick and no one to speak with. They live in a bubble that they're so trapped. Where's the love? Oh guys, there's also free food here in the church on Wednesday. 5:30 to 6 to 7:30. It's a church that give back. Every third Wednesday, I believe, we get rice and peas and jerk chicken. This is good. People are giving back all over the city because people see what's happening here. I work in soup kitchen. I volunteer. You tell me what any of these MP have ever done. Mr. Choi is always there, willing to counsel anyone. They call me counselor because I'm always giving my free time to counsel someone. Their stress, their problem, whatever they're going through in life. I'm a great listener. That's why I'm running, do what I'm doing, because I see everything and I know the solution for it. It's called love. Try it. You'll see how it works. You want to work on your heart? No matter how much exercise you do, you still can't work on your face if you smile. And your heart will not grow bigger for care. These are two things the body does not understand or people does not understand how to make these things grow. You smile so much, you look so beautiful and young. These are the joy of life. Man shall not eat by bread alone, but by the word of wisdom and the teaching on the knowledge and the love for everyone else. There's only two sides of a book. Once again, I said, you can only be on either side, left or right. Why can't no one balance themselves to understand one is the higher power? Love is the key. Unity is what we sacrifice our life for others. Not greed, not money, not material, because not one of them you could take with you when you pass away. So just try to love. Okay, guys? Blessed. Logan Choi, running for the mayor. Love all of you. Torontonians, today's the day we make a change. This morning I woke up to say good morning to everyone, and I'm trying to trend this out. I'm open by Friday. I walk down the street and everyone would say, good morning, sir. How are you doing today? These are the things that we need to change within ourselves. Try it. You would understand who I am. Blessed. Kansas shouldn't share yet. Oh Lord, please don't make me be misunderstood. Again on Facebook. All right. Come on down there too. Can't believe I'm actually like this thing. Anybody out there listening? How does this thing work? How does anything work? The only thing anything works is when people actually care about something. In the beginning, it was a thought, and then it manifests and molded into a word because it matters how something is created. If there's no matter, you cannot create something that matters. There is lack of caring, and it matters. What I'm trying to say is, you think of the word and it come into existence. Something that's already created cannot always be. Empire rise and empire falls. Change is a must. Evolution you cannot stop. Hate is something you could erase. Love is something that you could keep and kept. Learning is all that we need in life. Knowledge, ignorance is bliss. And lack of knowledge is called the N word. So if we want to walk around ignorant, understand the word that's coming from your mouth. It's easy to show what you are and how entirely stupid you are, actually. Did not want to use that word. I want to use something sophisticated. But you know what? Plain simple. You're dumb. You're lack of knowledge. You're ignorant. The more you want to talk about people and then you say they or them, putting people in category, telling people to join a communion, to separate people from the truth. People that hate always want someone to stand with them, always want that negative energy to prolong their negative. Not because they want to solve their problem and admit to their wrongs. They rather trying to get others along with their misery, their ignorance. Ignorant like company. Ignorant keeps the same company. Love is always on its own because it's always reaching out to love another person. Remember, I'm only here to teach. I'm always listening. This is how I get my knowledge. Use your ears. Listen. And when your time comes, if you did listen, you would understand how to address. I counsel for free, so I guess I'm teaching for free. But what is life? The Jewish, they say, why should we teach people how to fish? Because it's the highest thing in their religion and their belief. This is how they taught the world how to take out money out of people's pocket and make their own self rich. If I did not know everything I knew, I only knew what I know by speaking with people. Street knowledge. Bob Marley said, I know this is live, so don't unquote me. But I know what he said. If I had an education, I'll be a damn fool. I'll be a puppet. And the puppet master would just get rich off of me. That's the same thing as a Jewish. Teaching someone to oppress someone and take. Well, guys, I know the truth and I learned pretty well. And here I am, willing to. This world is gone AWire. It's a chance to speak of it. Mr. Choy running for the mayor. I got that golden ticket like the chocolate factory. Poor kid, the homeless kid. I'm the one who end up in the slum. Their attitude stinks. But who's the one who actually inherit the chocolate factory? Guys, Logan Choy, vote. Not because we're poor and we have broken homes, infested with bugs and bed bugs and getting sick. You got to think about this. Is this a war on poor? Is this population control? Is this what they think they could do and get rid of us? It's a big country. Just give us some lumber, some hammers, and some nails. Let us do our own work. We can build, tear down, and rebuild. Give us a chance. Give us something to live for so we can call our own. So our kids don't have to struggle. It's 2020, guys. Look towards the future. It's time. Oh, Father, help. Because we need help more than ever. And don't think that God don't exist. Because there's hurricane, tornado, and flood, and fire. Elements that human cannot control. But because of their evil intention and their evil ways, these things always occur. Know who the boss is. You think you're the boss? You make me laugh. And it's not funny. I'm trying to put my attitude of American neighbor. And that's tell us what to do too. If Trump wants to build a wall, you think we should do the same and keep their bad intention out? Their corporation, McDonald's, Costco, Shoppers Drug Mart, no, they bought Tim Hortons. You guys see and catch this big picture? All of our resources is going across the border. The structure of the system is falling apart. This is why we have rules to keep these things away. And now the conservative government, which is kind of lenient, they're most going across the border. These are dual citizens that's trying to take over our country, taking out the resources. We're gonna have nothing for our kids. If we cannot stop these corporations and build our own companies to feed our own people, we're just all the same. To me, I call this slavery. Slavery. To go home to. Because people are working 6 days and Sunday only day off for church. He didn't think it's right. And he stood up for his workers. He did not tell them that they have no choice. He listened. And till this day, his car is still on the road because of what he done for this country. I'm only here to tell you the great people that's out there that fight for equal rights. How could you have implement a governor or government that's only elected for 4 years and trying to tell you a plan that's going to last for 10 to 12 years? Do you not understand this? As I said, a politician would make promises, and promises a comfort to a fool. 10 years to build houses for the people when he's only in power for 4. Come on, guys. Hold these guys accountable for what they're doing. They have 4 years to get the contract done. If they do not do the contract, hold them accountable. Jail their ass because they're breaking a contract. You vote for them to do a job. Make sure it's being done. It's time for us to audit it every day, every week, every month of that spending of that money. That's the only way we will understand where it's going and how it could work. There's $10 billion in the budget. $10 billion. And people are starving, packed up in shelter. Kids are ripped from the parents. What is this? End of time? What kind of world is this? I'm sorry, but I don't like wrong and I stand up for right. What about all of us just deputize ourselves and become an RCMP? Let's arrest these government. Protect your country. Deputize yourself. Call attorney general. You can deputize yourself. You can hold them accountable. The people are the government. Government only work for corporation. This is why it's called politics, because it's called a trick. Wake up. Time to stand and fight for the right cause. They want war because population control. They're not going to kill their rich brothers and sisters. They're going to try to get rid of the poor ones. It's common sense. They think we have no knowledge. They think that we don't care. They think that we have no heart and we have no mind. Something is written in the book of life that says you cannot build a structure without that cornerstone. It will fall apart. So think about what you guys are doing, eh? Because we're not going to stand for it. We need change. Guys, I'm only here to lead you, but you're my boss. The people are the government. Hold them accountable. If they cannot get something done in 3 years, 2 years term, this is where you get on them. You kick them out within that 2 years because they're not doing what they said they're supposed to do. Study the law. Please, people, learn. To know the law, you must learn your heart. Because the law is God. The law is life. You want someone who knows the law and knows his care? You're looking at him, Mr. Choy. Bless the Most High. Some people would say Rastafari, some people would say Jew, some people would say Jesus, some people would say that. But once again, I say, there's a lot of gods, but all of them is just fake idols, image, carving. They cannot respond to your prayer. They cannot listen to you. Listen to your heart. The breath that you take is God itself. Remember, it's called the breath of life. That's why we are willing and able to do anything tomorrow. If you get that chance to wake, give him thanks. Appreciate him for what he built, what he made. He made the world perfect today. Because he already know they will never want it to stand on that stage. But here's a world with technology that actually he can do anything in this world today because he made it this way for him. Until there's equality, until there's love, unity, we will always live in shame and disgrace. And then how do I stop this thing? Wow. I gotta go.